Hello and welcome to the No Logic 2022 tournament. This is not Yoho, and today we're watching a lower bracket match between Tam and Doomtap. I'm joined here by Haiku Type. Hey Haiku.
Good afternoon.
Pretty excited for this match.
Yeah, we have everyone's hero of this tournament, Tam, willing to do odd things. We pulled the Hera basement out of desert. I'm not sure we've seen that before. And then we are just getting ready here. We should be ready to go momentarily. I think we'll be starting in seconds. Yes, the countdown has begun in the race room.
Well, you know what Tam hasn't done?
Tree warp.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very sad.
I do know that Doomtap knows how to do a tree warp, but I don't know whether either would be willing to actually do it. So,
all right, here we go. Gotta remember, I am not tracking today. Our tracker today is Other Tom.
Shout out to Other Tom. We got different starts here, but both get the same item, so Tam's more than likely going to do Uncle into the ice swim, ice rock cave swim.
Yeah. I think he said, well, doesn't matter what he said. Hobo into the ice rod cave. Doomtap probably going to Lost Woods, then up the mountain.
Got hit before pulling the tree. That's kind of unfortunate. I don't know.
I'm not sure it matters yet.
Well, you get a different prize.
Not until you get 4 kills. So it's gonna be tier 1 either way. What is this elevator music? Good question. I believe this is Tam's audio.
Tam's using a Sailor Moon MSU.
Alright. So we're talking about the mode here for a second when we get that book off the mushroom spot. We have no logic double rods. Items are placed without regard for beatability under normal conditions. So we don't play under normal conditions. We allow most glitches. There are a couple very powerful glitches that are banned, but otherwise you can do just about anything. We require that you beat, that you get the crystals to beat Ganon, and you beat every boss that is in a dungeon with a crystal.
Yeah, so while we were explaining the mode, Tam got one of the most important and powerful glitch items in the game, a bottle from the Waterfall Fairy. And the bottle is good because it lets us do what's called a YBA, that stands for Yuzahara's Bottle Adventure, which lets us do a lot of stuff in the underworld or the overworld to travel around and get to different places so we can check more items and get more stuff.
Yep. Tam is also picking up, going a long way. I believe missed a faster way to get this, but picking up a sword. We need 2 of those to beat Ganon. Have to have them. No substitute. No way to dupe that one, tragically. So we'll have to find a second sword somewhere. We can, of course, dupe that bottle. And Doomtap picked up the Desert Big Key off the Lake Hylia Island there. If you wanted an early big key, that'd be one of them, because desert's often an early check.
Yeah, but for sure, generally what you're looking for early on is what's called a cave state big key. Either Pod, Thieves, or Ganon's Tower will let you be able to open chests in cave state, well, big chests and big doors in cave state. And if you don't end up finding one of those, there's always a guaranteed one in Hyrule Castle that you can go get.
So, as I was explaining the mode, we have all those conditions to beat the game. Get the crystals, beat the bosses with crystals. So you might wonder, well, what if one of the rods is on Trinex? Well, we have an answer for that. There are 2 rods, 2 of each rod in the item pool. So that evades that problem there. There are conditions which could theoretically make the seed unbeatable, but they're very rare. However, this book that Tam is now picking up in the mushroom spot effectively guarantees that the seed is beatable.
Yeah, for sure. It would definitely have to be a corner case that I haven't even thought up to be able to do it, or just yeah.
Alright, well, if I'm quiet, I can boost my volume. Okay, well, sounds okay. Alright. So we're getting a second clip off the mountain. So Doomtap is heading to Hera. Tam's heading up the mountain a different way.
Yeah, both of the clips that they did to get up the mountain is called is in a class of clips called a DMA, stands for Death Mountain Ascent. What Tam did was the Lumberjack DMA, and Doomtap did what's called the quote-unquote new DMA, even though it's a few years old at this point.
So we've got, I believe it's one of the rods. I think the fire rod there in Spectral Rock, so we'll get that right away.
Yeah, and a second bottle on Spectacle Rock, so pretty well set up right now.
Tam did some sword slashes.
Yeah, that's set up for being able to bomb yourself back across.
Oh, okay. There's a fast setup for that I haven't seen.
Doomtap's just going to hover it instead of doing the bomb clip that Tam did, and then just, I guess, kind of eyeballing it to get back across. All you got to do there really is clip in to the wall 1 pixel, and that's what helps you boost across whenever you get bombed.
Yeah, there's if you get the right X pixel, if you get the right X position, there are 4 different Y pixels that work, so it's lenient.
Doomtap's going to East Death Mountain, but still does not have the sword yet, so this is dangerous and scary a little bit.
Wow, 3rd bottle there on the island. So Doomtap wants that, but the dead rocks are really in the way there. There we go. So that is 3 bottles between the 2 players found already. So so the more bottles you have, the closer you are to go mode. So we are going to be thinking about go mode very early in this seed, I think. We're going to need to find a second sword. I'm pretty sure Doomtap's going to get to that one on the Zorledge in due course fairly soon. And you should get to all those bottles. So both players are going to be thinking about early go mode here.
Missed the fire rod shot. He just got a little magic refill from one of those guys, and then tried to use it. But this room really stinks without a sword.
So he has a... Oh, wow. So it's a very tragic use of a potion there. Valuable blue potion. Just to make sure he can get around that Moldorm.
Yeah, the blue's pretty good early on if you want to do what's called a fake flute. So if you don't have the moon pearl, one of the easier ways to get Link State and Dark World to be able to do stuff is to do what's called a fake flute, where you use a blue potion on an overworld transition in the Dark World, and it gives you It lets you do the flute menu to a Dark World tile, and then you have Super Bunny, and that lets you get a link state whenever you grab something that's grabbable.
And you'll see you will often see a lot of blue potions used until the the moon pearl is found. So nothing much of consequence there in Mini Molder Cave. And Paradox Cave for that matter.
Getting the juke to King's Tomb. Tam's using this bomb to be able to snap past the door transition and then hit it from the wrong side. When you do that, it puts you in the King's Tomb.
So gets it. Okay, so key to Hyrule Castle. He can walk to the back of Escape after doing the front if he wants. But that'll be later.
Meanwhile, we're getting the Kakariko check from Doomtap. We'll likely see Tam delay this as much as possible because that's Tam's playstyle. Fourth bottle.
Wow. All right. So between both players, we have found all 4 bottles. They're both. Let's see, I'm not sure. Tam has 2. Doomtap has 3. They're likely to both have all 4 fairly early. I didn't interpret that hint text in time to know what's on either tablet there.
Just a compass.
So Doomtap opens the chest a little too early after throwing the bomb. The bomb will collide with open chests, but not closed chests. Tam, I believe, missed a fake flute that we were talking about there. Drinks the blue potion.
I think they're okay with it. Blue's one of the less useful. Oh man, there's a mirror too. Blue's one of the less useful potions in the underworld, so most of the time you just want to get rid of it.
So we're getting this desert big key here for Tam. We've got the mirror on the bottle vendor. We're looking at pretty good loadout very early on. If we get the ice rod, we're going to see how hard these players want to try go moding. I'm likely buying a potion for probably to use in desert, maybe to go to Thieves Town while he's in desert. I missed the back of the tavern item. So Tam, I saw that Tam. A little bit of Tam shopping there. Not going to swim to the back of Escape. Instead, going to clip to the Eastern Palace screen. Probably Sahasrahla first. Maybe end there.
Yeah, getting the green pendant info is always good, especially now that you have a lot of bottles. You have at least one sword. You got to start thinking about what kind of stuff you can do.
All right, so okay, so we're not swimming to Escape. Both gloves there in Sahasrahla's closet.
Doable.
We can have a level 4 lift upgrade.
These big, that's one of our cave state bigs. That's pretty good.
Yep, likely to keep Tam away from escape early here. Could have been thinking about it, but won't go there now, I think. Not sure what the... Oh, I'm not sure how he got stuck there. Not sure what the plan is going up to Hera there.
I think that was the East Death Mountain, just cleaning that stuff up play.
Oh, right. Hasn't been there yet. Still doesn't have... Is it 2 bottles over there? No, one's in Kakariko.
Yeah, one's in Kakariko, and one's on the floating island.
Stun prizes bombs. Nice to see. A number of glitches require dumping bombs all over the place, so running out of bombs can be a thing, so that's a nice stun prize.
Doomtap setting up a quadrant glitch here. This is to get past the small key door on the right side of desert and get those items.
I think we saw him get the big chest, right? He remembered that. Made a mistake there with the quadrant glitch. Gonna have to try again. So one would not think that Doomtap will put off Sauce Road for too long. We got a heart piece there. And something else on the right side of desert. Got the cape somewhere, so that's probably when I was looking away. Something like back at Tavern.
You know, it's going to be a real shame if Tam does desert before going to Kakariko and getting that mirror, because I feel like if Tam gets the mirror and the glove, we're going to see Blockbuster pretty much guaranteed.
Yep. Meanwhile, we get the hammer there out of Agnes Cave.
Yeah, the hammer's not actually required for anything, but it is definitely a convenience item that makes a lot of stuff easier.
We'll push people in the direction of Ice Palace a little earlier than they might otherwise go, because they'll be able to get more and not have to use a potion to get the cold stare.
Tam's in Kakariko, going to get the 4th bottle, going to get the mirror, and then I guess we're going to see desert.
Tam demonstrating that you can place that bomb awfully far to the left and still open that bomb wall there in Blind's Hut. Yeah, with 4 bottles already, unlikely to see a tree warp. Unless we have something like both a second sword and bow in the front of Thieves Town.
Yeah, but a lot of those front chests are dupable with YBAs, so... Oh, this hammering is miserable.
So, yeah, I was wondering when were you going to see the fire rod? There it is. Doomtap Doomtap still needs that sword off of the Zor ledge. We haven't seen any really consequential small keys. An ice small key that Doomtap just got is nice to make ice routing a little better, but not that important. Small keys that really matter are maybe Swamp, Turtle Rock. The Desert small key can be nice. Some
Yeah,
Meyer keys would be nice.
I would say my top keys would definitely be Hera or Desert. Those are always the nice ones to have because that door that you unlock in Desert is very nice to do a lot of different glitches in. So. And then the Hera one, it's just like a nice convenience to be able to unlock Swamp from Hera.
Universal donor key.
Yeah, for sure.
Doomtap's gonna teleport into Ice Rod Cave and well, nope, now we're bombing. So Doomtap likely gonna water walk out of here and get his sword off Zor ledge. Tamp gonna beat Lammo first with the idea that he's gonna finish up. No,
That's just the key steal. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. I wonder what we're doing with that. A lot of bottles. I don't think. Well, but he could theoretically. I think he. Not sure. Could grab the Hera basement item with 4 YBAs. How about that?
Oh, I don't think that's happening. I'm almost positive Tam's going to beat Thieves Town in Desert State and then pop back out the front of Thieves Town just because it's a quick way to do it.
Seems likely. Nice thing to do. We do have the Desert Big Key, which enables that. Tragically, we'll be. Well, maybe we'll do Blockbuster first because we can't walk out of that. Not gonna beat Lambo on this trip. We're stealing the key and opening that door.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely we're going to see Lammo die this seed. Alright, there's the setup happening for Blockbuster.
Okay, so you have to mirror out on the same frame that the block starts moving.
Yeah, if you see the block disappear or shift, you've done it too late. The way you know that it works is you only hear the block push sound and you don't hear the mirroring sound.
The other way you know it worked is that you see this ghost blocked on every screen afterwards. It is ephemeral. You cannot bonk into it. So apparently no one knows the new fast clip to get to Zor ledge. I've only ever seen it failed in this tournament. It exists, I promise, though.
This is interesting. If you're gonna do the ghost block setup, I guess this is probably just gonna be the attic for Thieves Town from Tam.
So we're walking. Maybe we're not actually walking out of Thieves? Not sure. I'm also not sure what cancels the setup.
Saving and quitting, mirroring. I think that's about it.
Okay, so he could beat thieves, clear out the village outcasts. He'll be in the fake dark world, so he can just walk back to the desert area, do Cave 45, clean up all that stuff, and then blockbust from there.
Yeah, certainly a possibility.
Alright, so Tam coming in here without the hammer, not going to bother, well, cannot open that door to the big chest. Doomtap maybe autopiloting a little here, not thinking about already having the cave state big key. Either way, going to get these items out of escape, but Tam is maybe unlikely to do at this point. Doomtap will also head through thieves with the hammer and is more likely to get that big chest. So that's an important item that could be a big difference in the race.
Yeah, I don't think Doom actually has the Thieves' Big Key. Where was it that Tam got that?
Let's see.
Back of Escape.
That's right. And the gloves are in Zostro, so yeah, Doomtap doesn't have it yet. Never mind. My mistake. Let's see. Tam, I believe, picked up the green pendant. Now we're headed back in. Interesting bow there. I'm not sure how we'd dupe that. Not that we care too much about duping a bow.
There's a South STC that you could do from the room next to the Hellway.
Looks like there's also that bombable. Looks like you could do just a plain old West YBA. Desert Key is interesting. Kane is more interesting. Yeah, so
Yeah, pretty good haul in the front here.
is Tam an Ice Rod and Sword from Go Mode? This looks like he's doing what I suggested. This a West YBA here to dupe the sword.
Yeah, but this is not going to be pleasant because this is an auto door.
Yeah, this is terrible. He may. Yeah, so there's the Thieves' Big Key. I'm also not sure it snaps you to the right pick. No, I think it does.
Yeah, for West stores, I think it does.
Yeah, so he's gonna. I thought he might do this. He's gonna try to pause buffer it. Again, this is all for a silver arrows. There we go. He gets it. That looks okay as long as he... I mean, the scroll doesn't matter as long as he...
I don't know that this Death Warp is going to keep the block. I'm not sure.
It does not, it looks like.
Yeah, the block is gone. I'm pretty sure the Death Warp setup was to try and keep the block, but...
Alright, so there are the silver arrows duped, as I thought would not happen. We got a pod key out of the thieves' big chest. Not really missing out on that for Tam. Yeah, Tam's thinking about whether he wants to leave that key.
I'm pretty sure Tam got that key in Desert State.
Meanwhile, Doomtap has come here in cave state from the Uncle Passage. He does not need to think about keys at all. I know he was slashing the heart pod, but I mean, I think what he cared about was the key. So he's lost his block for Blockbuster. I imagine he's not giving up on it, though. I think we're going to see him head south after clearing out the village here. Do the K-45, checkerboard checks, and Blockbust afterwards.
I don't know. That's a bold move if you do that, because from here you can just mirror and go to Skullwoods and do more dungeons.
Yeah, so wow. A lot of information there. So all of our south dungeons are crystals, Myers Swamp, and Ice Palace, in addition to Skullwoods. Okay, so we get in a mirror wrap here to get Link State. We're going to get Super Bunny by getting the Stumpy item. And then we're going to walk to a pull location and grab it to get Link State. Not sure all of what he's going to do with this. Probably going to do a bunch of overworld stuff, open some caves, but he could merely go do Hype Cave.
Yeah, just type cave and then checking the red crystals. I don't think I'm not sure whether any of those crystals that he saw were red crystals, so
The Mire crystal, one of them was, either Mire or Ice, I forget.
So there's still potentially one good piece of information there.
Yeah, so we're just doing Hype Cave here. 5 items, it's worth it. Very worth it. Wow. Alright, so is Tam in go mode? I think so. It would be awful.
Yeah, Swamp's the worst thing right now.
Pod. Alright, so that makes it more likely that... So we know one pendant.
Well, we got a 2 out of 3 between EP, Hera, and TR.
Yeah. 2 of those are pendants. Moldorm is likely going to die for that information. Pretty sure we don't have any of those maps.
No Hera big key yet either side.
So I would think we're headed to Pod here, both for the crystal and to... Oh, not headed to Pod.
Bunny DMD for Skullwoods, probably?
Yep, seems likely. Skull is a early, easy play for a bunch of items. I think we have the big key. Yes, we do. So we'll be able to clear it out and see where we stand. I did not see that before. We have the Turtle Rock big key on blind. Anyway, we'll get all the items out of Skull and have a better idea of what our plan is for some of the unpleasant dungeons later. this bumper ledge item will be easy enough to get if we want it with the mirror.
Yeah, they don't have any medallions between them either, so miner is also not great.
So the tracker doesn't have Samaria marked for Doomtap. I hope that's a tracker mistake and not a Doomtap mistake. Because that's going to be a problem if he doesn't have it. Okay, so there we go. He does have it. Doomtap similarly mirroring, getting the crystal information. Probably gonna head to Skullwoods. Maybe they'll do the same thing that Tam did. Figure out Hyde Cave first. Tam doing a relatively easy glitch here to pull the Skull Big Key chest item out of that chest there. Now can open it again for the actual item, which is a vanilla small key. Powder is nice. I believe that makes overworld conveyor easier. Not sure I've ever seen Tam actually do overworld conveyor, but I would think.
Yeah, Tim's done overworld conveyor, so. And I know that Doomtap knows how to do overworld conveyor too, so I don't know how much Doomtap knows about powder indexing.
So we probably saw the Mire medallion, or maybe we're about to. Wow, 2 small skull keys in skull. There we go, it's Ether. We saw this. Well, we've seen it. Yeah, okay, so he saves and quits. We have seen that already. Alright, so Tam, despite technically being in go mode, has full clear, is going to full clear skull here.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those seeds where you want to keep opening chests that are at least kind of on the way, because the flippers are going to be huge.
Ice Palace small key, not so huge. So Doomtap, buying potions for something. I imagine Fake Flute is part of it.
So we're probably seeing right into the portal doing a fake flute here.
I'm told that the MSU that we're listening to on Tam's side is Sailor Moon. Alright, so we did get powder. Otherwise, nothing of real interest there in Skull Woods. So we are going into GT on Doomtap's side. He, of course, remembered to heal to make this death warp take longer.
Doom having the hammer and the cane, like the entire front is clearable.
Yeah, that's interesting. Tam, I don't know, seems unlikely to ever get that hammer from Agnes Cave, right?
Yeah, well, I think it's unlikely that Tam goes into GT at all here.
Yeah, so pod, this makes sense. We've got a ton of items and a crystal boss we can beat relatively easily. So Doomtap healed and forgot his fairy, so we got to see a lot of those spikes. So both clearing out very dense item locations here.
Starting with 0 keys in GT is not good.
Yeah, probably gonna have to skip the. Well, we're gonna want to remember to skip the map chest, the double fire armor in there, and what he should. Wow, that is valuable. So not really an enabling item, doesn't get him access to things, but that Moon Pearl should be a speed boost for Doomtap there. I think he should also go do the right side first, unless he plans to bypass that key door in some way. Does skip the map chest there. Little door rando trick, hitting that switch with Samaria. So I kind of missed the items there in Dark Maze. I don't think they're interesting. Oh, no,
I saw
Quake was one of them. And then Bombos was in the big chest. So he's hoping he has a Mire Medallion. Tragically, he does not. It is Ether. We've seen that on Doompat's side. Alright, one small key to... Okay, I think that's a second, so that's not a big deal. Still don't know what our last... Didn't bomb that wall, okay. Still don't know what our last crystal is. One of Harry, Eastern, or Turtle Rock is the answer. So probably going to statue drag right now. And then... Nope. We're going to do the right side first, so we're probably not going to Hookshot Cave after pod.
Well, you could only get one of the chests if you did right side after Arm in the Quadrant glitch.
Okay, so we are doing... Yeah, we are doing also right away.
It'll be interesting to see what Tam does after this, because there's a lot of great options. If you just want more stuff, go into Hookshot Cave into like GT or into Turtle Rock would be good. But also, if you wanted the info on what the actual last pendant's going to be, you could go into Eastern and Y-Data Mire, beat Vitreous from Eastern State and figure out what it is.
Yeah. So he wants to know that medallion, wants to know that pendant, the last pendant there. He may unfortunately assume that he has the Mire medallion. There we go. We see those duped silver arrows coming into play. And a sword on Helmasaur. Someone in this tournament duped the Helmasaur item.
Really?
Not. Yeah, it's just a South Samaria, I think, in the pod lobby. It's something that simple. I'm not sure that's actually the answer, but it is simple. Alright, so we might be... I think we have the pod big key. Yes, we do. So we might be going to Hera to open the door because we're going to try to get the... We're going to kill Moldorm and get the pendant information, whether that's a pendant. And either way, we probably need to kill Moldorm for other reasons.
Yeah, this is the other info you could be able to get from Hera instead of getting the Mire from Eastern, or getting the Eastern info from Mire. Zero pod keys can't actually unlock Swamp. Well, there was one. I don't know how that plays out if you get one.
I believe that is gone forever.
Yeah, but it's not at this dungeon. It's just
Oh yeah, he might be able to reload pod state and get that back. Can't use it now though. Wow, okay, mirroring back to pod, reloading pod, maybe. No.
Oh, it's both.
Probably go going to Eastern, okay. Yeah, so all we were doing was opening the door. We don't care about beating Moldorm right away. Okay, little door juke to bypass a bunch of the dungeon to get this big key chest.
Your map's a big help. He's
Yep.
he's gonna go outside and check it right now.
Yep. Don't think he meant to. Yep. Sucked in by the pod entrance. That is full crystal information for Tam. Oh, is it? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Still need to know between Hera and Eastern what the last pendant is. So what are we going to do in Eastern? We could beat Vitreous in Eastern State and get the information that way, right?
Yeah, the worst part of being Vitreous is Tim doesn't have the big key to Eastern, so it's going to be unpleasant to just go to Vitreous.
That'll be a double YBA, right?
Yeah, or YBA plus Mirror Door.
Yep. That's not too bad. Yeah, we're definitely going to Mire. Okay, so I'm not sure we have the potions to double YBA to Mire. I think I saw 2 empty bottles, and we just used 1, so it'd have to be potion plus Mirror Door.
How much of Mire do you check?
Yeah, well, we need the key, so we're probably going to grab a bunch of stuff over here. Everything we can easily grab over here. Probably not coming back for the... I don't know what chest it is. I think it's the map chest to the south here. Probably not coming back for that. But we'll grab these two.
Head check on Doom's side. It's a small key to gain his tower, and one of my least favorite messages.
Ooh, this dungeon key there. So did we just turn the Mire big key into an Eastern big key?
Yeah, that's the Eastern big key now.
So why are we going to the... We're spending a key to... Okay.
You can just go to the back now. You can walk to Vitreous.
No, we're just walking. Okay. No need to worry about any kind of YBAs now. So no right, no left side checks at all. So Doomtap's still looking for a sword, probably going to get it on this route, probably going to grab that sword out of Hype Cave. Gonna get the information from Pod and then end up on the same track that Tam is on now.
Right, Tam is going for AD Spooky. Will we see it? Yep, Tam nails it.
Right, Doomtap is heading back. I think we already saw this. I could have sworn he'd already checked that.
Doomtap definitely already checked that.
Yeah.
He did the mirror thing into the mire shed.
Alright, so once again, our duped bow becoming silvers. Useful here in the Vitreous fight.
Eastern is our last pendant.
Alright, so we're gonna need that mire crystal. Unfortunate.
Well, it's Hera that this determined being the crystal, so doing the unlock means that paid off.
Yep. So we're still looking for items, probably because of that mire crystal being terrible. But I mean, Tam doesn't have the hammer. That's not too big a deal. Oh, he's gonna block us now, isn't he? There we go.
I don't know if this is Blockbuster or if this is the Argus kill. This is the Argus kill, I think.
Okay. So no flippers, no hook shot. Boy, what's paired with
This
Swamp?
isn't the Argus kill. This is the STC to Swamp.
Yeah, so getting the swamp crystal is kind of terrible. What's paired with swamp with the
Aga Tower.
tower? Boy, I don't know how you get out of Aga Tower.
You have to clip out of. There's a bomb clip or just a normal clip out of Aga's room that takes you straight to sewers, and then
Oh,
from
so
sewers you can just backtrack to the door.
So that's not actually that bad. It is a full Aga Tower climb, which can be, and you can just do that from. No, you have to do it from the entrance.
You have to enter from in
So-
Aga Tower.
This is the Argus kill now. We're gonna do a death hole to Argus. Doomtap probably thinking about what he needs to do for go mode. 'Cause he has just gotten his second sword there.
That heart is just taunting Tam.
Yeah.
You don't want the heart.
Cannot pick up the heart. We need to die and fall in a pit on the same frame. And there it is.
Glitch jail. Tam's gonna have to mirror and do this again.
So he fell down a pit that he wasn't supposed to? I didn't notice because I was watching Doomtap.
Yeah, quick pitfall.
Alright, so Doomtap in desert has not visited Sahasral. It does not know that this is the green pendant. It does not have the 2 gloves out of Sahasral's closet. may feel a little sad when he gets those 2 gloves.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna see the Lambo kill. Oh, I guess we're gonna see the wall move.
Oh, the cutscene of shame.
Very nice. Hookless Argus fight from Tam there.
So at least this green pendant might send Doomtap to Sahasrara. Tam gonna clean up Moldorm here. Moldorm is the last crystal. Well, not the last crystal to acquire, but the last crystal we knew about.
That's setting up an index.
Yeah, it's gotta be for overworld conveyor, right?
Probably the overall conveyor to Meyer.
That's a tough one. He doesn't know about Turtle Rock, so it could be for Turtle Rock. Yeah, so this is... No, I'm not sure. We'll see it when we see it. Likely to the laser bridge, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is, if you want to know Turtle Rock, you don't have the map or anything. You can just, it's pretty easy to kill Trinex at this point.
Yep, and that'll put you in a convenient position to beat Aghanim 2 afterwards, which you must do anyway. So we got the flute there on Laser Bridge. Not that interesting, especially at this point, and especially for Doomtap without the either glove. So what's Tam have left? Mire and ice crystals plus swamp.
Yeah, the Mire Crystal, the Swamp Crystal, and Ice, the boss of the crystal.
Yeah, so likely headed, yeah, that blue potion is probably for cold stare. So ice seems like the natural next play. We'll get what we can and beat the boss. Easy enough to do, and hope for something to make ice and or mire easier. Turn in the green pendant, looks like. Yeah.
This is... Oh, Tam has the gold glove, so can just do the fast to Ice Palace.
Second pendant for Doomtap. I'm a little afraid here that he could collect all 3 pendants.
At this point, it's possible. Eastern is beatable. I mean, you just have to, you gotta do the door delete.
Yeah, we could do the new... What do you need for the new Mr. Buyer bowless? Oh no, he has the bow. The door, yeah, and the door delete's easy, yeah, so he can do that quite easily. Not doing Aga 2 on this trip is interesting. He has the pearl, so it's not like he has to be worried about link state at Ganon. So both players still looking for items, despite being in go mode. Very unpleasant go mode, especially I think for Swamp, and then Mire's not fast either.
Yeah, the thought of having to do 2 dupes is not something you want to have to think about.
Doomtap grabs the rock there. You should be able to clip in from the bot. Yep, here he goes. Not sure that's the right. Not sure this looks too high.
No, that's the 4th bump is good. It's just you don't dash from here. Well, okay, I guess dashing works. But you can normally just clip until you jump.
So we saw Doomtap hover Spectacle Rock, so he's likely to get all of these items here in Hookshot Cave. No ice big key, no time for iced tea room, so we're going straight to cold stare now, I think. Mirror shield, actually a downgrade.
Yeah, blocks off a lot of the visual cues that you'd use.
Doomtap having to think about what does he really want to do next here. I'm a little surprised he hasn't. I mean, you got to go to Pod, right? Interesting, he didn't talk to the bomb shop owner, so he doesn't know Pod's a crystal. Might be gonna do Eastern here.
At least go. Well, I'm not sure.
I did not see that item on Cold Stare. Setting an index for an overworld conveyor. If he's doing an overworld conveyor, it is probably for Mire at this point, right? Because he knows that Turtle Rock is appended.
I'm not sure what it's for. Why would you want to convey to Mire?
I'm gonna demonstrate Quake's effectiveness on dead rocks. So Doomtap will get both of his gloves immediately after grabbing the hookshot rock. And the sword slash to acknowledge it. So that's not a north overworld conveyor, so I think we're headed to Turtle Rock to get some items. Doesn't want to try to go for the end game right here. So this will lead to the Pearl off of Laser Bridge, right? But probably won't kill Trinex.
Pearl was in GT, so I don't think anything was on Laser Bridge.
Well, the flute was.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Not, of course, not interesting, but he will get it. Yeah, I know it sucks, but I think you got to go for the end here. So Tam probably won't kill Trinex. We'll probably backtrack through Turtle Rock. Probably almost entirely clear Turtle Rock and then beat Aga 2? Maybe? So there's something he could do. Not sure how many keys he's going to use here.
Maybe this ends at Agatu, and then mirror to... Well, you still haven't unlocked the door for doing a dungeon ID swap.
Right, so my hope here is that he does a glitch that I have not seen in this tournament that I've been advocating for. I hope he does a Samaria or YBA to the top of GT from the front of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, the YBA to the Boulder Fall Room would be good. I don't like the Samaria as much because your camera is so messed up that you can't actually even get the 3 Modem 2 item.
Yeah. So Samaria's better, gives you an extra chest, and lets you beat Aga 2 if you hover, or if we find the hook shot on the way.
Hey, Modem bounce is a thing.
That is a thing. We'll have to skip a chest to do it. Doomtap is continuing? I don't think we... I think he... Okay, so he's going to delete the door, right, because he doesn't know. So he's going to beat Eastern. He's going to get all 3 pendants. Perhaps get that GT small key off the pedestal out of spite. Alright, so everybody's been raving about the Sailor Moon MSU on Tam's side. Let's just take a peek here and see what Doomtap has going.
Doomtap will be using vanilla.
Oh, he will be? Well, let's not take a peek then. Okay, so he's not going... Oh, yes, never mind. So he's going to the front of Turtle Rock here.
It's curious to do this because this isn't even the most dense location that you could still check. This, I mean, you could still go to GT and do stuff. So.
Yeah, Tam, I believe, is comfortable with that juke there to get the right side. But I think the idea here is this is fairly dense, and he's going to beat Aga 2 on the way. So we're still kind of getting the things done that we need to anyway. Not grabbing the full magic there.
It's the final pendant for Doomtap. Doomtap now at least has complete information.
Yeah, so Tam declaring not going to the top of GT. You'd want to exit the front for speed if you were going to it. He's instead going to mirror to the big chest entrance and probably go straight to Aga 2 from there. Nope. Just going to be done here. Maybe it's time to admit that we have to dupe some crystals. Alright, so...
I think Tam is about to do a meme.
Let's see, are we doing... I mean, we have the door... We don't have the sewer door deleted, so...
Yeah, but there's a side effect where you can delete the sewer door if you do the bottleless ID swap stuff.
Oh, that's okay. I forgot it was delete rather than. I thought it was open, just opening the door, but I didn't know it was delete also.
Well, I think one of the things you have to do to get past that door is do a salsa.
All right, so we are going to get the Meyer crystal on this route.
No, this
No,
is
we're
this is
not.
just the YBA. This is swamp unlocks. No, there's no key.
I think this is a mistake, whatever it is. Yeah, so we have not deleted the sewer door on Tam's side. Yeah, I think we've just forgotten that we didn't delete the sewer door. And I think we just mirrored because we realized that.
Yeah, now we're getting the meme. Getting the cane block out. This is going to be the meme. So the first step is doing a quadrant glitch here.
I
Seemingly got that. And next, there's going to be okay, he didn't feel good about getting that. Next is going to be a North SCC in the, oh no, I think that was an accident.
Yeah, accidental save and quit. He definitely did not get the quadrant glitch the first time. He had some recoil before he released. Doomtap does not have to dupe the bow in Thieves to get silvers. They're there in the atrium in Ice Palace. So, a lot of time Tam giving up here. Although it's not like Doomtap has an item that's going to let him... Well, I mean, the hammer is nice. The pearl is nice.
Yeah, Doomtap's still trailing by a good number of crystals.
Yeah. I am having trouble going through the moves to see how this is going to work out for Tam, but I think we're doing something wrong here.
No, this ends up working. It's just that it's a pretty involved process. Tacho just came up with this, I think, a week or two ago.
Yep, I have it. Yeah. The problem is, I don't think we have that key door in Dark Cross open.
Oh yeah, no pod key here. Still, that's just rough.
Where's that key gonna come from? I don't know if there's one. And there isn't one on the way, is there?
I think there's a key on the way.
Yeah, so Tam is going to do a lot of work here and then slam into a key door that he can't open. I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, even once they realize this, they can still save and quit and do YBAs because the door will be open after this.
Okay, so Tam was trying to move 2 pixels down, went too far, and has to restart the entire trick there. Because I forget where that puts you, but not good. wonder at what point we see... So I don't think we saw the compass. Another accidental save and quit trying to do the quadrant glitch there. I wonder if Tam is going to head to GT to clear his mind and hope for something like the hook shot or flippers.
Yeah, if Doomtap is thinking about it, he's going to pod now. Hope more than likely to just clear it and kill Helma. But if Doomtap YBAs to Hera after this, he can unlock the sewer door while he's unlocking Hera.
Tam definitely has the Dark Cross key door open, because that's how he did the back escape. He used the Hyrule Castle key to go back there, long before he had his gloves. So Tam's going to do something different here. We're going to delete this door on a separate trip here. Alright, so Tam just now successfully deleted the sewer door. Doomtap did the statue drag wrong there. Not too costly to restart, though.
Tons of bombs and helps to be okay.
Oh, he doesn't have this key door open. He doesn't realize that's what we did wrong. So he's got to open that small key door on the top of this. He may not realize that. So this small key door here that you see on screen must be open. There he goes. Realizes it. You know, could you take a statue drag to Hera with this trick? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
Statue drag's a little sensitive. Because that's the problem there. He's trying to juke that door as part of this new trick, and I believe is much easier with statue drag.
Oh, I don't think it's a juke though. I think it's a South STC.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Alright, so Doomtap gets his Helmosaur clear and third sword. Alright, so what are we doing now?
Well, Tam has the door unlocked, and is now just doing a standard ID swap.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
so
Doomtap looks like is YBAing to Hera.
So we lost audio there. So Tam's stream may be frozen.
Yeah, the timer stopped.
We'll switch to Doomtap's audio for now. So unfortunately, what I think is going to happen at the end of this is Tam's going to run into the locked key door in Dark Cross, and we'll have to figure out something to delete that. Doomtap is being more careful than he needs to be in this door in pod.
So I'm seeing in race time that Tam's forfeited, so it might have been a power outage or something.
Oh, wow. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that just happened. So we don't know what happened yet. Tam hasn't said anything, but his stream is gone. He's not live on Twitch. And I don't think I can speak in the race room. I don't think anyone can in attorney mode race. Yeah, so at the very least, Tam has had an internet outage, and the fact that it was so sudden that way leads me to believe that it was something like a computer crash or power outage.
You know, I think Doomtap can do the entrance clippers to Swamp. I know that he at least learned it, but I mean, I've learned it too, and I can't do it anymore. But we might see that attempted here.
So we're in Swamp. We're opening some doors. We are here from Pod, maybe?
Yeah, Pod,
14.
Hera.
So Swamp without flippers is awful. There is a fake flippers kind of trick that allows you to get past the entrance here. Only seen a couple players do it. The inputs don't make it look like it's not that hard, but since so few people do it, it must be harder than I realize.
Yeah, it requires one frame releases on the D-pad. You're basically hovering the D-pad to get the clips into the wall.
Wait, so is it just one frame taps?
No, it's one frame releases on the D-pad.
Oh.
So you're having to hold left while to be able to move, and then you're kind of hovering the down part of the D-pad to get into the wall.
Okay, well that's awful. So it is much harder than I thought. Yeah, so Tam forfeit, we don't know why. Very likely an internet or power outage of some kind. Don't have any information yet on that. I don't see Tam speaking anywhere where I think he'd say something.
Yeah, no information. So before Doomtap even thinks about doing the entrance thing, I guess going to kill Argus. So we saw this on Tam's side, but just to go over it again, this is a very particular setup to have a bomb kill you at the same frame that you transition on a hole. It's called a death hole. You do that after doing a North Samaria corruption in that door, and then you're avoiding some of the pits that Samaria corruption created, and you do a transition, and boom, you're in Argus's arena.
And Doomtap opening the map there was not a mistake. You don't have to do that, but if you don't, the screen is black and you must navigate around those invisible pits in the total darkness with no cues in the room to tell you where those pits are. Doomtap already has a desert prize, so no prize from Argus there.
This is unfortunate. I don't think Doomtap planned on this because Doomtap left a mirror portal below or at the entrance to Swamp, and I think was hoping to get a warp somewhere. But now that mirror portal's gone.
So Doomtap having to think about what we're doing here to finish the game. plenty of rupees, so can buy potions for everything he has left to do, really.
Now, probably getting ready to go back into the Dark World. Maybe those reds were just to make sure that if he actually gets the clippers in the entrance, can do the YBA to Hera to dupe the Swamp Prize.
So he stopped there. He was thinking about something.
Even after this, actually, interestingly, I guess Moldrum isn't dead, so whenever Doomtap YBAs to Hera, I'm gonna have to kill Moldrum to dupe the Swamp Prize.
So this is where we need to do that diagonal and one frame releases, you're saying, on the D-pad.
Yeah, and eventually you'll get far enough where just holding diagonal will work, but it's a fair ways in. Here, it's fine. The next big issue, you can't take any damage. You got to swim through this gauntlet. The door has to be unlocked, or you have to have a key, and you have to make it through the door to be safe.
Because if you get hit, you will splash out and be taken to the entrance again. So now that we're down here, we'll get hit and be splashed to the bottom of the stairs. Alright, so this should be easy enough now. Just YBA to Hera in this door here, not this door.
Getting the key.
Yeah, I don't know why we need the key.
This could be more exploration. Oh, no? I have no idea.
Maybe we're doing Hera basement, right?
Yes, you just want a bonus key too?
We're not doing Hera basement. Alright, so Moldorm here. That's interesting that he kept the sword out.
Yeah, Doomtap likes doing that. You get a pit state from that dash across, and because you have that pit state, you just hold the sword and walk up.
Interesting. Alright, so that is the Swamp Crystal and the Moldorm kill. He'll just have to walk back upstairs to get the Hera Crystal, and then we've got to deal with Meyer. So Doomtap has... So some players don't like to look at the race room. But it's likely Doomtap has seen the forfeit and knows he can take his time.
If I saw forfeit, I would absolutely be searching for the Meyer medallion.
Or perhaps Hookshot.
Yeah, Hookshot's just about as good, because then you don't have to do as much to dupe.
Nope, we are in fact in Hera, Doomtap. Yeah, so he could head back to setting an index. Why we
This is the go-to mire because Doomtap hasn't actually killed Vitreous yet.
All right, so if that's the case, what he's going to do here, he's going to get an upwards moving overworld conveyor. He'll head to the ether tablet and actually go up off the top of the screen, which is the top of the map, so it'll be a map wrap. You won't be able to tell what's going on. Yeah, here we go. He's going to be in Lost Woods, I promise. He needs to be on...
Laid 3 bombs probably caused a problem there.
He doesn't trust his index, so we're going to see another save and quit, and we'll try this again. Nope.
Index, yeah, the index, you gotta save and quit for that, so his index is 6 right now, which isn't good. But yeah, because Doomtap laid 3 bombs, you know that there was absolutely a miss slot, and his index was not good anymore.
Yeah, so we're going to try the same thing you just saw again, except we're going to hope for a different result. We're going to hope to be moving upwards. He's going to do that into the Lost Woods screen, except it will be a very garbled version thereof. He's going to hope to release a sword spin and drop into the Thieves' Hideout. There we go. He needs to be on a very particular pixel. He needs to release his sword spin on a very particular frame, or else I think he gets a Houlihan. Is that right?
There's a lot of different things that can go wrong here. He can end up on the wrong layer whenever he actually falls through. He can end up not carrying the conveyor whenever he falls through.
So hopefully he's still moving when he lands here. There we go. He could also end up in EG here if he's not on the right pixel. And that happened there. No, he wasn't.
No, you gotta do the exact... He's about to do the dash. Yeah, good.
There we go. All right, so if he had not shown up right away, he would have been under the wall and been in EG. That's not the case here. So he's going to defeat Vitreous on this trip. May... Probably going to look for items.
I would expect a pretty full clear here. I'm not sure. We didn't see the big chest. Right? We didn't see the whatever the chest is on the right, the map or the compass chest.
Yeah, map chest. But so far, I mean, there's only a couple items that could really help him. It's really only hookshot and ether, right?
Yeah, it's down to hookshot and ether. A lamp a little bit. I guess Doomtap has both castle tower keys. Well, I guess that's out of it. He did swamp, so yeah, it's just down to ether and hookshot to be able to do stuff. But even with hookshot, it's still not a pleasant dupe for Mire, and you're doing powder indexing for everything.
Let's see, we're just walking to Vitreous to kill him, right?
powder for safety.
No, I haven't seen this effect in Cave State before. The bridge graphics. Okay, so I'm not sure he meant to do this. I think he just forgot this chest and now try to hover to it. But maybe we're hovering for swag because he knows there's no time pressure.
And gets a much less useful key than Tab got.
So there and back again. Yeah, so still no word from Tam on what happened.
And we saw Doomtap void a block like Tam did before they did this dungeon, so we're probably going to see another attempt at AD Spooky, where basically you have to start a fire rod dash from the very bottom of the room in Spooky 2 to get the Spooky to trigger. That gave up on it. Maybe didn't get dash dust before the block. Doomtap tried to powder the fairy, but has no idea where the fairy went, so is just trying to boom the fairy.
Yeah. I'm not sure we needed the... I mean, we have silver arrows here, so don't expect an issue on Vitreous. I wonder if that's faster, walking all the way up there once you have your sword charged, or just releasing the spin.
I don't think it was faster. I don't know.
So I guess we wanted some NMG practice there. Alright, so Vitreous down. Doomtap only needs the Mire Crystal and to beat Agatu. And Ganon, of course. So we'll see where he's going to delete the swamp. The sewer door here, likely. Thinking about it.
Might be getting a guide or something, looking at notes.
Not sure why we should only be deleting the door on this trip. And even if you got corruption, who cares? You're saving quitting anyway.
Yeah, well, you could just use the star tile that was right above the door there.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you select buffer, you're getting corruption anyway.
There we go. So that... It doesn't look like it, but that was a success. So we have deleted the throne room / sewer door. Now what he should do is go from from Spectacle Rock to Pod, to Hera, to the sewers. Back from the sewers to Hera after swapping his dungeon ID to Mire and collect the Mire Crystal out of Moldorm's arena.
Yeah, it's gonna involve a pesky South YBA from the sewers, which you have to back out a significant amount for. But one of the nice things that you can go too far and be okay with this method because you've already beaten Moldorm. So even if you despawn sprites, you'll get the prize.
Yeah, and this is the door you're talking about here where you can go too far and despawn sprites, but that doesn't matter for what we're doing.
No, I'm talking about the sewer door where you have to back
Oh,
out
right.
like 18 to
Right.
20 something. I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers. I just kind of eyeball it when I do it. So
18 to 26 sounds right.
and having to do all of this in the dark kind of stinks too. No lamp or anything. But yeah, we're gonna see a nice bomb clip to the sewers from here. Oh, we're seeing a sword. Just hammering the switch and doing a sword clip instead of doing the bomb clip. Definitely not faster, but certainly swaggier.
Might have been worried about something there for a second, but there we go. We're through the door, and we're magically in Mire now.
Yeah, it's funny the pod not having the map, and then once he went through the door, what happens is like a mathematical XOR gets done to your dungeon ID that ends up having to change pod to Meyer, and you can see the C show up on the left side of the screen next to the magic bar.
So Doomtap going through Dark Cross now. He has opened that door. I think Tam was going to bonk into that door. He was attempting this. So we're going to light the torch to make this possible. So he has to think about this. I think because he doesn't care about sprites, this is not precise at all.
Okay, 2 reds, so should have 2 shots at it, even if it goes wrong the first time.
So he walked right up to the correct pixel the first time. So there's a little sprite bobbing thing where I think he was actually on the correct pixel, but it didn't look like it because Link's head was bobbed up by a pixel. I mean, that should be it.
Alright, got the YBA part. Now you have to back out basically to where that second light mark on the door frame is. And yeah, gets it. Probably didn't even despawn sprites.
Alright, so that's it. So we're just walking up here, and then we need to go beat Aga 2. Followed by Ganon.
There's our Mire Crystal. There's a lot of different ways to get to Aga 2. None of them involve going up GT, hopefully.
So we have the mirror that makes all of this. Excuse me, the pearl makes all this easier.
Yeah, likely what we're going to see Doomtap do is called a lava dive, where the big room in TR, where the big key is normally, that is a pit that always leads to the Aga 2 super tile. So sometimes you have to do a little bit of adjusting to make sure that you get to the right part, but yeah, it's pretty easy to get to Aga 2 from TR.
So I think no, excuse me. Where are we going? I guess we're going to go to the front to do it. I think we're going to meme here. I think we're going to quadrant glitch in the very front room of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if Doomtap knows as many of the setups.
So we could either... Okay, so he's saying he's going to do it in this room. So that skull gets in the way, so he's probably going to do it in this room here. Here we go. I don't think he... There we go. He made a mistake there, didn't turn around to throw the block.
This would be a nice fall into Aga 2. See the clip out? Nice, he gets it.
Okay, so...
Didn't actually, yeah, it didn't
Save
actually
time.
move. Yeah.
So the goal there is to scroll the bat far enough off screen so it despawns and you don't have to wait for it to fly away. So we'll have a tempered Silver's Ganon fight, so this should be pretty simple.
Nice warps.
Ganon does not realize Tam has forfeit.
It's 4 silvers and Ganon's down. Get your GGs in chat for Doomtap.
So, Doomtap finishes with a time of 1:49:29. So, still no word from Tam on what happened. We assume some sort of major internet or power outage. So Doomtap says in the race channel he's not even sure if he completed everything. I'm fairly sure he did.
Fairly sure we completed everything and then some extra stuff.
Yep. So he should get an invite to come in here and talk about it. So we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, we should be joined shortly by Doomtap.
Yeah, it says he'll be here in a sec. So I have checked everywhere, including some private Discords. No word from Tam.
Yeah, this was a pretty, I don't know, it wasn't a super pleasant seed if you had the swamp issue and the mire issue. Like, we
Yes.
didn't actually ever see any solutions to those.
Yeah, this was the crystal duping seed. No lamp, no hook shot, no mire medallion, no flippers. So you had to do both of the least pleasant dungeons to dupe. Swamp and mire.
Yeah, just a ton of bottles dumped on you at the beginning, and then, okay, well, do everything. You have to deal with it.
So there we go. We are joined by Doomtap, who may need a second to get his microphone in order. I think that's it.
I'm here.
All right, good game, buddy.
If you say so, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a pretty nasty seed there. You got all the bottles right away, and then it dared you to go into go mode.
Yeah, I wasn't very comfortable with a lot of the things that I was doing, but I eventually had to suck it up and do it because I just wasn't getting the things I needed. And I got through it. I saw that Tam had forfeit, so I knew that I had time to just do it. But there was also the pressure of everybody watching me potentially fail over and over again. But I think it went okay.
Yeah, so that was some rough things you had to do there. The how much practice have you had with that swamp, the clippers there in swamp?
I've done it a few times. I got pretty lucky. I normally don't get it as fast as what I did there. Sometimes it can take a few minutes and a lot of frustration, but I got in right away. I don't actually know how to do the dungeon ID swap for swamp. I only do the fake clippers method.
Yeah, so I am told that you have to actually get into the Aga 1 fight in Aga Tower and then clip out, then head to sewers.
That sounds familiar and terrible.
Yep. So Tam was on a similar path that you were, although perhaps a bit ahead. He was working on a dupe for, I forget it, for Meyer, I believe, at the time that he forfeit. It looked like his power or internet went out. So we're still not sure what happened, but that's what it looks like. His stream just froze.
Okay, well, I would be down to do a rematch if that's what it happens, but we'll have to wait and see what they say.
Yep. All right. So
I just assumed they'd forfeit out of frustration, but I'm not sure.
That's technically possible, but it looked a lot like an outage.
Yeah, they haven't said anything in race time, so they did forfeit, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're just not sure, so.
Well, the rematch offer is open if they want to do that. We have a race scheduled for tomorrow,
so
whatever works.
So Tam did not go to... So Tam never got a hammer out of Agnes Cave and never went to Ganon's Tower in any way, so did not get the pearl.
I assumed that the Pearl was an advantage for me. The Tam probably wouldn't get, but it wasn't. I don't know if it was super necessary. I think I needed it to do the fake clippers with the gear that I had, but otherwise, you could just do something else. You can just do the dungeon ID swap.
You can end up fake flippering out of swamp and then coming back in and doing the clippers or whatever to actually do it.
Oh,
So that works. But
I've saw that. Now that you say it, I remember that.
Yeah, it looked like the seed maybe threw you for a loop there. It looked like at some points you were expecting the desert prize to fall for Margus.
I am a little bit rusty and very forgetful.
Yeah, so you managed to get all the pendants in the seed.
That's fantastic. I'm very happy about that.
yeah, did you ever think about pulling the pendant or pulling the pet at any point?
Well, I read the pedestal. I think it was a GT small key.
Yeah, you were pretty low on those when you were in there. So what might have been useful.
I forgot to look. I forgot to check my key count before I went in, and I realized I had 0. I probably wasn't going to after the first visit.
So did you never go to the back of Pod? Is that correct? Our tracker doesn't have Bombos and Quake for you, and that's where those were.
It was just this seed in particular. I was at that point. I was just going to do the go mode things, even though I hated it.
Yeah. All right, so early dare on the go mode, bunch of bottles, and a lot of things you'd like to have the seed just didn't give you was the story here.
Yeah, I was just waiting for something to point me in the right direction, like either hook push stuff or just some big keys or anything. But every option that I had always felt terrible. Like Eastern was terrible, and a pendant. Pod felt terrible because I didn't want to do all of those checks for just Ether.
All right, so I think game 2 is already scheduled. Is that true?
Yeah, it would be the same time tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it has a restream or not.
Let's see. Not assigned yet, but they often don't, and we've been pretty good about getting every race in this tournament restreamed. Most of them, anyway. Malmo has been on the case all the time. Good job by her. So I think that'll wrap it up for us. You have any last thoughts on the seed?
Not really. I hope the next one is a little bit more pleasant.
Yeah, better. So how do you feel about the gloves when you found them? I think you gave us a slash there.
It's fine, I guess. It's just unfortunate. I usually check that early, but I didn't see the reason to go there too quickly.
Yeah. So I don't think we have any more games tonight. In fact, the next No Logic game match in the tournament that happens at all will be your game 2 tomorrow at the same time. So look forward to that. I don't know the SpeedGaming schedule, but you can look once we finish this broadcast. So thank you to our tracker, other Tom. You messed me up there, Malmo. Other Tom, not other comms. Our other com was This Is Not Yoho. Thank you, Yoho.
Yeah, thanks, Haiku. Thanks to the racers. Big thanks to Tam and Doomtap for putting this on. Unfortunate with the forfeit, but yeah, it was still a great show to watch. And yeah, also, yeah, big thanks to other Tom for tracking. Can't do it without him.
So that will be it for us. Have a good night, everybody.